Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, after all this information we know now about Diddy and what was going on with Diddy and at his parties and what type of individual Diddy is, a lot of people were saying, why on earth did Usher's mother let her 13-year-old child go live with this man, you know? And it came out like this. They were saying that Usher had just got his career off the ground, but he was hitting puberty and his voice started changing. And a lot of record labels turned their back on Usher and was saying, no, we didn't want to take the risk of him on their record label and he losing his voice. Now, at the time, L.A. Reid and Babyface had just founded their record label, LaFace Records, and he decided to go out on the limb for Usher, and he signed him to his record label. Now, apparently, he thought it would be a good idea for Usher to meet Diddy so that he could get a little bit edgier. Now, at the time, Diddy was running this, what they called it, a puffy flavor camp. Yeah, where he was teaching individuals about the music business. And that's what L.A. Reid wanted him to be a part of in hopes that he could mentor Usher into being the huge superstar that everyone thought he could be before his voice started changing. Now, according to Jonnetta, now she was the only person could sign off on this because that was his mom. So she said that sending him to Puffy was completely a business decision. Now, not only that, but at the time, Jonnetta also said that she didn't really know who Diddy was, but then at the same time, she went and said that she had done her homework on all the men involved. Now, however, this was back in the 90s and no lawsuits had came up, but it still seemed kind of crazy to send your child that's 13 years old to stay with a middle-aged man. Anyway, Jonnetta gave the go-ahead, and Usher had to go to New York to go live with Diddy. Now, this happened years ago, but now his mom is finally opening up about it. Now, Jonnetta recently described just how bad it was with him living with Diddy. Now, she said barely a year after Usher had gone to live with Diddy in New York, a controversy started between the two of them. Now, it wasn't just controversy. This actually landed Usher in the hospital, and apparently he was fighting for his life. Now, this is what the gossip and the rumors that's going around now. Now, Usher mom isn't the only one who said this. Now, according to Culture Spill, Gene Deal, who was once Diddy's bodyguard, had also said that something had happened between the situation with Usher and Diddy, and it had landed Usher in the hospital. Now, Jonnetta is also saying that she didn't know what was going on at the Puffy Flavor camp, but when Usher landed in the hospital and was fighting for his life, she apparently became aware of a lot of things that had happened to her son. Now, at just around that time, it was rumors saying that somehow Diddy had given Usher herpes. And the only way you can give herpes, I mean, uh, uh, herpes is sexually transmitted. Okay? But this was back in the day, and that was just a rumor. But since then, several people have accused Diddy of giving them STDs. And on top of that, a couple of people sued Usher for giving them STDs. Now, apparently, when Jonnetta found out that Usher was in the hospital because of an STD, it led to an explosive fight between her and Diddy. And it was a huge fight. Now, at some point, Jonnetta supposedly said that she was going to file a lawsuit against Diddy for what happened to Usher. But for some reason, the lawsuit never happened. And I guess it may have been why other folks had not put a lawsuit on Diddy because he was Mr. Untouchable and you just couldn't because you know. But At this time, a lot of people think Jonnetta should have been held accountable for whatever happened to Usher while he was with Diddy. Now, although obviously Diddy isn't innocent in this at all, Jonnetta was the one who sent her son to live with Diddy. And, I mean, some children pay a huge price for fame. And their parents only see money signs, dollar signs, and will let them go live with Satan. That's just like the people who let their children went with Michael. Ain't no way in the world my child would have been spending the night with Michael and staying with Michael and going over to see. No, 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 no. So, so I don't know if all this is true, but given the information that what we know about Diddy is not a good person and nothing good probably is happened with him, and he opens up about it. At one time he did an interview with Howard Stern, Usher did, and he was like, would you let your children go? And he said, hell no. So don't know what happened, and probably I'll never know what happened, but yeah, couldn't do that. Well, the question is to you all, what y'all think?